Whew. Okay, let's see. Hello and greetings to all of you. Give me a minute while people are gathering to just mumble along and make sure I got everything set up for all of you. Yes, guys, this is Awaken to Miracles. You are in the right place for sure. Well, we'll see if you're in the right place, okay? All right, now, this is a kind of new format for me. And believe it or not, I've been doing these events for a long time and I'm actually nervous. So we're going to start really simple. I'm going to start to see who's online and see all my familiar faces. Oh my God, even making it on time. Nancy, this is going to be the course. Absolutely. You're all in the right place. Guys, I'm so excited to bring to you this Awakening to Miracles program. And this is kind of a new version of something I've done in the past and took off the market in a sense because I was literally too shy to really come out and say, I do this work. And so for many years, I have kept this in a closet. So not only the undercover angel, but undercover miracle, and I'm bringing it out today. So as we're gathering, I want you to know we're in for a very, very special treat. Now, I am trying to make sure that I have the screen ready. So give me a second, and then I'll be giving you my undivided 100% attention. I can't do it yet, though. So let's see. This is Joan Hangarter's screen 3, and we should. So here's the other thing. I'm also having problems, guys, a little bit from, gosh, it worked perfectly this afternoon when none of you were on here. All right, we're going to give it a go again. Oh my God, it's my fantastic, fantastic slideshow that's taking up half the screen, and you can't see it. Time, put yourself back up. All right, guys, who cares about that? I'm going to show it in a minute, and we're going to go from there. Okay, good. So now, well, that might help you, Susie, but it's not going to help me. Okay, hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So while I'm figuring out the tech stuff, I also really have to come back to business and welcome all of you. So I sent out this announcement on Saturday. I came home from a workshop that inspired me to share my best gifts. And not only that, well, look at this. Now it's like even worse. Hello. I can't see anyone now. There we go. Okay. I came home from a workshop inspired to share my best gifts. And I really dug deep into what it is that I have to share with you. And I realized that more than ever, I've written books about miracles. I talk about miracles. Everything is about miracles and awakening to miracles. And as I felt into it, I swear this amazing, just the whole event came to me. And I said to myself, because I know my guides told me the same time, they said, Joan, people need miracles more than ever. People need to believe that they can have a miraculous life, that they can step out of the box and have what could look like impossible for other people, but calling it in so it comes to us naturally. So I'm really honored that some of you have joined us today, and I'm going to look through to see who's here right now. Okay, so first of all, we're going to set up a game so I know what you're thinking about, because I can't see you. I really love live audiences, but here we go. There's Susie, Cindy, Kay, so many friends. There's Mary, Nancy, Deborah, so many, and new people that I just new to me. There's Gina and Nia and Julia, Adele. You have no sound, no video, no audio here. So guys, Please see the chat. We cannot see or hear you. See, I'm having technical problems. Internal speakers are on. Okay, we're going to reboot. I refuse to allow this. Reload. Go to the broadcast. There. Okay. So let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear? Can you hear me, guys? Okay. Because the sound, turned it off. Sound should be on. Okay. Julia has sound. Nancy, people have sound. Okay. Hi, Margaret. Okay. So, guys, you really do have to bear with me because it's sort of the weirdest thing. It's not like the normal. Podcast. And technically, you should be able to see me. Well, don't I look good? I don't know what's going on, guys. This is just not a happiness factor. There it is. Okay, you're still on. I have podcast. Perfect. And technically, you should be able to see me. All right, so we're on. Don't I look good? I don't know what's going on, guys. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Because I'm ready to begin and I can't stand it anymore. Got you now. Yes, I look beautiful. Okay, I am beautiful. You are all beautiful. You're all beautiful to join me. So let's really, I'm going to forget about all of that other stuff and let's head right into it. How many of you are here tonight? Okay, only 9 minutes to get settled in. How many of you are here tonight because you need a miracle in your life? So I want you to say pound for miracle. If you do, in fact, if you are here because you need a miracle in your life. Let's see a show of hands, and your hands come as pound miracles. All right? Now, what kinds of miracles do you actually need? So when I started this broadcast, guys, I was really, not this broadcast, but when I started the Miracle Makers Club years ago, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a little bit. But when I started that program, my kids and I were desperate, desperate, desperate for a miracle. And we used to just beg the universe to send it to us. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but we would just literally get on our hands and knees and say, okay, God, we need a miracle. Please send it. We were not discriminating. We didn't understand the laws of giving and receiving, that in a sense, it's not about praying and demanding a miracle, but it's about going inside and working with yourself to shift your vibratory frequency so that you can have what you want. Does that make sense? All right. So let's look and see. Yes, look, everyone here is actually saying, me, I want a miracle. I want a miracle. Let's go for it. Now, what about and I have people offline letting me know this too, who are listening in other ways. So now, what kinds, because this is really important, I'm going to share with you tonight 3 keys that have worked for me, that I know are going to work for you, that launched me into miracles, launched my clients into miracles, launched everyone I know who has worked with me on the miracle pathway. And what is the miracle pathway? The miracle pathway is the path that I took for my children and us to really shift our lives into miracle mastery. So the first key, and while you're writing this, I'm going to try to see if I could actually get my PowerPoint up here, because you would like my PowerPoint. I like it. But what I'd like to know is what kind of miracles, like supposing I had my magic wand and I waved it, which I do in many of my events, but what kind of miracles do you really want? Pound financial. I know there's many of you who want that. Pound relationship. A lot of that. Pound job career. We want to know that. Pound health. Okay? Health and wellness. And that's another major, major, major miracle. What else? Pound self-care. How good are you taking care of yourself? How well are you aligned with your purpose? So at the current time, while I am now trying to get this broadcast to come up here, I think part of my problem is the weather and the fact that we have storms here, because it's just not cooperating again. Okay, yeah. All right, maybe we have it. Show. Okay, screen, see it says screen 3. And if I've done a decent job, my PowerPoint will come up. If I didn't do a decent job, it won't come up. Okay, so it didn't really come up. Let's try it one more time. Too bad. Well, I'm going to go through it right here while I'm here, but it saddens me, guys. All right, so that's the first thing, is acknowledging what kinds of miracles you need and want for yourself, okay? Aligning with your purpose, yes, absolutely, because when we lose our way, all right, when we lose our way, when we get distracted and lost, sometimes the only way we can know where we're going is to actually have our purpose and our passion and align with that. When we're out of flow, it's very, very possible to not be able to do that. Okay, Kay, your husband wants to retire. Well, that would be a miracle, huh? And financial, well, you have a lot of gifts and skills, my love. Financial, health and welfare, job, career, turning around your luck, opening doors, just a pound hashtag for everything. I get it. Health, financial, good. So you all get it. And I just saw a cute little comment about my hair. So yesterday a woman ran after me in the supermarket. I hear this voice, hey lady, hey lady, hey lady. I turned around and this cute little woman came running up to me. She says, oh my God, your hair, you look like an angel. And so that's what happened to me yesterday in the supermarket. So I have that a lot. So that is my angel hair. So when we need these miracles, guys, because I want to come back to my program here, when we are in need of these miracles, when we say and we know that we need to do this, I'm going to get rid of this since it's obviously not working. Hide it. There. You should be able to see all of me soon. Show all of me. Ah, well, now you only got half of me. Ha ha. I'm going to take that away. God. Okay. I have another way next time. It's much simpler. So when we're in need, though, we put out that air of desperation and we don't always get it back. So this program is about things that have worked for me to clear the field, to let go of what doesn't serve, and to move and shift our energy. All right. So now the benefits of really restoring our confidence that we can have miracles. Miracles require a sense of faith, confidence, and belief. They require repetition so that we know that if we do this, this is the kind of outcome that we are going to have. So there are many benefits to restoring our confidence that miracles are possible for us. Number one, when we know our passion and purpose, we can leap out of tall buildings in a single bound. And what was the rest of that? Leap over tall buildings in a single bound faster than a speeding bullet. And more focused than a locomotive. I don't remember anymore. You'd think I would. So we need several factors when we restore our confidence. Why do we need a miracle? Now, we need miracles for more than just the fact that we're destitute, okay? If we're destitute, then we have to go, okay, where have I not been listening? Where do I need to realign? How do I work with my energy again to restore my faith, confidence, and belief? And frankly, guys, faith, confidence, and belief is like being, so if you're on a, in the Midwest, they have these beautiful bridges. They're shaky bridges, 1,000 feet high, over rushing water. And some of us are terrified, okay? We stand on one side of that bridge, okay? And we look over to the other side. And it seems so far away to get from here to there. So it's all about learning how to not just believe we need a miracle, but to know it and then to restore our confidence to hit that bridge and get to the other side, and not like some of us get stuck in the middle, not being able to move forward or backwards. And, this winter for many people has been that kind of trip of being stuck in the middle. I have good news for you guys. Today is a portal numerologically. It's an 11 day. It's a master number day. And what does that mean? It means that there's a doorway being held open for us to slip through and to launch our miracles for ourselves and for others. Why launch miracles? What are our whys? When we remember who we are, when we step into our power, then we can take the people who love us, the ones who come to us for coaching, or the ones who want healing, or our family and friends, and we can turn around literally and take their hand and show them and say, no, this bridge isn't so scary. Come with me. I did it. You can. Because when we step in our power of miracles, then we hold that space for the others. We become miracle makers, miracle masters for those we are leading with us. And that is a beautiful thing. And that is what can change the planet. So stepping into your miracles, awakening to miracles, enables you to become a leader in your tribe. And it gives you the confidence to do what you always wanted to do, honestly. Also, it gives you the confidence and ability to launch your visions and your dreams, to share your special gifts, to believe in yourself. Why? Because you would not have had that vision of who you are unless, in fact, there was a reason. And so oftentimes when I work, so as I was saying, I've been launching these groups called the Miracle Pathway. I did them many years ago and I'm bringing them back now. And in these groups, we literally do several things. We literally start to shift into the consciousness of believing, shift into the consciousness of literally knowing and acknowledging what we are here to do, why we are here to do, and what our commitment is to do it. So how committed are you on a scale of 1 to 10 to actually step into miracle mastery? So again, give me a number so I could zip through, yeah, right, and look and see where people are. Yes, I am safe, I am free, I'm worthy, and I'm deserving. And I hold my breath. Yeah, when you drive over tall bridges, yeah, I do too. And I hold my breath when I drive over curvy, scary roads. All right. Okay, so where are you on a scale of 1 to 10 in your commitment to launch your miracles? And if you could see my PowerPoint, you'd see that little chart that I have that I want you to sign that says, I, Gina, commit fully to launching my miracles and my vision, dated 9/17/2009, 6:21 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so what's your commitment? Are you committed? So, I know this sounds, like talk, but I wasn't always on a miracle pathway. I was a very, very successful chiropractor until 1997, when I was injured and I was involved in an abusive relationship with a man who literally took most of my money, $500,000, and destroyed my confidence in myself. So we add that to the fact that I also couldn't practice anymore and lost my practice, and I was devastated. I lost my home, my beautiful Jaguar. No, I'm sorry, it was a Land Rover at that time, because I had my kids. We had a Land Rover. I lost, my beautiful, beautiful Spanish-style house. I lost all my furniture. I lost everything, and ran down to my sister's, where we camped out for quite a long time as we recovered. And I had also been a spiritual teacher. I taught the art of masterminding, the art of creating the life of your dreams. And here I was, beyond broke. Okay, I had nothing. I had 2 kids that were hungry, and it was a disconnect. It was actually a very serious challenge in my life, and so I turned to the kids, and I knew that masterminding worked, but it works if you're with a committed group of people, focused, with clear intention, with a higher purpose. They know who they are. They know what they want to achieve. And I did not have friends. I didn't have clients or patients. I had my 2 children, my daughter 10, my son 8. And so I turned to them. And I said, okay, guys, we need miracles in our life. And that began something that was actually very, very incredible. 5 times a week, probably 4 or 5 times a week at night, we would sit down, the 3 of us, Alana, Anton, and I, and we would hold hands. And I don't even know how we began this. I didn't know my kids knew how to chant the Om chants. I was so blown away. They'd been in Montessori school. They learned all of these things. And so we held hands, and my daughter starts leading us in chanting Om. And we started talking about what miracles we needed. And we needed everything. We needed a new house. Now, I had 2 young kids. They wanted the pool and the basketball court, so we put that on the list. We needed a car. We really had no car, so we put that on the list. We needed everything, new clothes, school books, anything and we needed to feel loved, and we put that on the list. And every night, not even knowing how we would get this, we would do this. And my daughter says to me one night, well, Mom, when we reach our miracles, when we achieve them, can we go around the world and help others launch their miracles too? And I can tell you guys that was extremely powerful and very empowering. And so we went on to launch and form the Miracle Makers Club, which was a beautiful thing. We had people around the world working with us. I should say my kids were my support team, working with us until fast forward until 2008. And in 2008, I went, and by the way, we received everything. We received our house with the basketball court and the swimming pool. We received our new car, beautiful Honda Pilot. You know, it was a kid mobile. We received everything that we wanted, new clothes, trips, travel, everything in that sphere. But I went up on my deck in 2008 and I received new messages. And in these messages, I was told that I would lose everything once again for a second time. And you can believe I cried. I would lose everything a second time until I had learned the complete art of alignment. Now that may sound foolish, but they said to me, my guide said, look, you're going to have to be aligned body, mind, and spirit for this next phase because you've come here to teach something very special. You've come here to teach people how to manifest their dreams and their visions and to believe in their self. And it's time for you to totally, completely learn how to do that almost from nothing. And so, guys, I'm just going to tell you the painful lessons. Of course, losing everything a second time, not a pretty thing, until Spirit told me to start painting 33 angels and showed me the way by lining up with my authenticity. And so we began teaching people how to do those alignments, how to work with what they showed me was this miracle muscle. So in other words, in order to once again recover and to go on this path of mastery, this path of alignment, which I obviously had to start to look at, my guides took everything away so that I was forced to listen to the guidance that came from me. Forced to listen to how to really manifest that miracle pathway. I hope this makes sense, okay? All right, so now taking a breather and just looking down. And, well, Lorraine, yes, that was horrible. I want to answer that. There's a new paradigm for each and every one of us, okay? Sometimes we have to go through shifts of letting go of everything so that we can authentically emerge, powerfully committed. And sometimes it takes being on our hands and knees to say, okay, God, I'm ready. Many addicts, alcoholics have learned to surrender. It's like, not my way anymore. It's your way. So sometimes, and how many of you had actually lost what you had so that you were forced to go inside again to rebuild and rejuvenate and rebuild? So what should we call that pound? Let's see, new paradigm. New paradigm. That's the pound. New paradigm is how we're going to call it for, yes, I needed to learn a new way. Yes, I have. Yes, I lost it. Yes, I had to rebuild, even if it took crawling on my knees, begging God for a miracle to do that. Well, I have news for us. We don't have to beg. We don't have to cross our fingers. All right? We can learn how to do this. So I broke down the word miracle. Too bad you can't see it. I'm not going to risk us getting there. But if we broke down the word miracles, all right, miracle stands for, if I wrote it down, M-I-R-A-C-L-E-S, manifesting impossible. R is realities. A is altering, activating, awakening. The C is for charging, light, energies. So what are miracles? In fact, manifesting impossible, seemingly impossible realities, altering or activating, awakening all those energies, shifting our very structure so that we can charge ourselves up, become filled with light, energies to energize. And that's one, I hope one of you is keeping track of that. Okay, Well, yes, rebuilds do. Yeah. Okay. So some of you have experienced this. You know what I'm talking about. It takes help to really shift your energy. It takes a certain amount of tools, of practice, and of clarity to really step on this master pathway, this miracle pathway. So now we have another thing, miracles, and we're going to spell it and sound it out a new way. MIRACLE, miracle. Manifest inner realities, accept celestial love, that's your angels, by the way, eternally. And that is the key, one of the keys to manifesting what seem to be miracles. Now, also, another caution about these miracles is that be prepared. It may not look like what you expected. You know, you may think that your miracle, like me, I said, oh yeah, my miracle is to do these events, to help women kind of change their energy. But what I really forgot was that actually my miracle is to share miracles. It's not just about helping you change. It's really about stepping into this miracle manifesting, becoming a miracle master, teaching each of you how to become a miracle activation light beam so that we can all connect and actually shift the planet by creating a interweaving towers of miracle power that change the energies on the planet. That's the real vision that I have, okay? Now, so questions number 1. And this is step 1. So I said that, you know, okay, so how do we learn this? And we started very, very simply by working with, all right, step 1. Step 1 is all about stop playing small. Now, I know I'm standing up here, but guys, I go through my own periods. I was planning to do and bring this workout actually in January or February. And I got all set up and I got kind of thinking about, all right, how will I do this? What do I want to do? And the next thing I know, I get hacked. I got hacked daily, my computer. I had a hacker in my password manager changing all my passwords for me because he was watching. I assume it was a he. He was watching me change my passwords and he would change them for me. Not only that, but they took down my website. They took down many of my emails. They got my social security numbers. They got everything. They even watched me transmitting my IRS tax returns for 2018. Okay? It was as if I was handing them my entire life every day. But that's what happened when I was getting ready to start to share my work. And so one of the first things or second things is, number 1, not only do we have to know what are we here to do, what is our purpose and our mission, we have to be clear in our intention that we are going to manifest this no matter what. Now, this no matter what thing, guys, is so super important because I don't know about you, but that hack, which lasted till April or May, anytime I decided I was going to show up live, it got worse. All right. So I was not only in desperation, survival, and struggle, but I was off that miracle wave as far as this work was concerned. And it wasn't until I got back to my own basics and the 3 keys to alignment to call in miracles, meaning number 1, okay, Joan, what is your purpose? What are we here to do? Oh, we're here to help people launch miracles in their life. We're here to help visionaries connect with their vision and the beings that oversee their vision. We're here to help our people tune into the sole purpose of why they've been chosen to do the work that they have. so that they can get to the next step, step number 2, which is to clear their field of anything that stands in the way of launching miracles in your life. So not only do you need to know, number 1, what you're here to do, what is your focus, your purpose, and intention. So I've had clients that come up to me and say, well, you know, Joan, I want to open up a restaurant, but, you know, I don't really want to work that hard. I don't even know how to cook. Now, I would say, and so I did have a client like that. And honestly, the key here was, how aligned are you with your purpose and your mission? And in this case, clearly, she wasn't. So it helps to have some understanding, though, of why you're here and what the benefits and what your gifts are. All of this is really under this powerful step number 1, and then moving into step number 2, which is really going to be letting go of the things that stand in our way. So we need to know not only why we have these special gifts, and what do I mean by special gifts? Special gifts can be intuition, compassion, empathy, clairvoyance, angel connections, mediumship, just all of those things. Logic that works, all right? Clear sight, clear understanding. You could walk, maybe you're the kind of person that your gift is, you walk in a room and you bring light wherever you go. And that you literally light up the room. And you know, the last few months, I've made it a purpose now to not only fluff my wings before I go out, but to make sure that I remember that I'm here to carry this light, so that when I walk out and I go into Starbucks, I'm part of the vibe of like making it a place that feels good. It's like I smile, I turn on the light. How can I help you? You know, how can I make your day better? And believe me, that's part of being a miracle maker, carrying this light tower wherever we go. Okay, now, so it is time to stop playing small. It's time to remember why we're here, and time to look at our gifts and how we can start to step into what we're here to do. So step 2 is raising our vibrational frequency. And I'm so sorry I don't have this PowerPoint for you, but I do promise the next time I go live, I found a way to use my Zoom, which is a much more reliable platform for me to do this with you and to do it on Facebook and do it live, okay? So bear with me even more. But we're going to let go of fears and release attachments, fears, curses, other people's opinions. So right here below, and normally, so when I do my groups and this Miracle Pathway group that I've worked with, one of the best processes, and one of them was, a couple of them I did live, and it was a great process because I had every attendee, I handed out batches of yellow stickies. And we took those yellow stickies and we wrote down one sticky, one fear. So everything that was standing in our way on a yellow sticky. So what is that? Maybe it's fear. Maybe it was stubbornness. Maybe it was greed. Maybe it was jealousy, anger. So right now, while I'm telling you about the process, I want you to start doing pound, heal, pound, I'm sorry, I was looking at your thing, pound fear, pound money, pound anxiety, pound stubborn, pound, what's the word when you're not generous, pound guilty. How many of you have so much guilt that it's almost impossible for you to see your way clear to launching miracles in your life? or self-shame, or doubt. Doubt can undermine us 1,000 times. How many of you question that you're really the person to do what you came here to do? Or you question the visions that you've been given on how you're here to manifest. So when I was 30, I was told, yeah, ego, absolutely. That is definitely something that can stand in our way is our ego and our doubt. So when I was 30, guys, I did this visioning workshop. I was a participant, laid on the floor, meditated, asked my guides, what am I here to do? And I saw this, I was suddenly in the Colosseum. That's the beauty of my visions. They're really real. So there I was in the Colosseum, and millions of people are walking by me. They are walking, crawling, on crutches, on their belly, in wheelchairs, and they're just moving, okay? Behind me is a beautiful white angelic goddess being, huge, dressed to the nines in her goddess angel wings. And I am in front of her, looking pretty goddess myself, okay? And she's going like this, these are your people. These are the people that you're here to heal and inspire. And as she is doing that, all right, people are walking by, and right in front of my eyes, dropping their crutches, dropping their wheelchairs, standing up, and I mean, curtsying and on their way. All right, millions, millions. And she said to me, this is what you're here to do. You are here to heal and inspire millions of people. All right. So when I was 30, I was launching my chiropractic office, and all I could think of is, oh my God, how do I do millions of people? Like this one at a time. Oh my God, that's like not enough, not enough. And I was obsessed for many years on how do I do this? Now, launch forward, fast forward. A few years ago, 2013, I had lost everything for a second time, okay? I am distraught. Gone are my millions, my beautiful home, everything. Barely keep my kids in college, on the street, really not a good life. Fearful, fearful. And I go to this event one night. It's a sound healing event. In fact, I think it was the first sound healing event I ever went to. It was in North Hollywood. Go to this event, and a beautiful woman by the name of Heather is there. And we're kind of meditating, laying on the couch, and she says to me, are you the author of this book? And she reaches down and she takes out this book that I wrote called The Miracle Makers Club. I'm sorry I don't have it here right this moment. The Miracle Makers Club. Live the prosperous and soulful life that you deserve today. Right? She said, I was expecting to see Miracle Maker Joan. I'm so disappointed. Okay, can you feel my angst? Holy shamanic, oh crap. Okay, that was the first thing she said to me. What happened to the Miracle Maker? So I know what it's like to not only have lost everything, but to even lose your vision and lose your way. And it wasn't long after that, because that was the beginning of October 2013. And it was October 31st, 2013, that after deep diving meditation, plant medicine work to revamp my psyche, that I was given instructions to paint 33 angels in 30 days, and literally was told that this would save my life if I would just listen. And so I did. I listened because I needed that realignment again. All right. Now, if you're not sure what you need to let go, and what did I need to let go of? Fear, doubt, unworthiness, worry, concern. I had been destitute so long. How do you even rebuild faith, confidence, and belief, even in knowing what you're here to do? So I want to share with you two things because it's also true. How do we let go of what no longer serves us? So in this workshop I was telling you about, I had my participants, and we do this on our online class as well. We stick ourselves with all of these stickers. Fear, greed, worry. I ain't worthy. Why should they give me a miracle? It's like the story of Job. Why me? Why me? Who gave me the right to even teach this, right? Right? What makes me think I'm worthy of doing this? So in all of this, I want to share one more piece because this is why. And this is why I came out today. And this has to do with even step 3. All right. So working through our ability to let go of what no longer serves. When we wear all of these things, so let's look at it this way. Let's take shame, okay? I'm going to give you an example from my life, all right? I was ashamed to stand up and say, I can help you launch your dreams and miracles, even though I know I can. Why me? Who me? Well, why was I ashamed? Well, when I was a child, when I was 6 months old, in fact, very young, little baby, okay, just a little tiny little thing, probably was pretty cute, who knows, but not so cute because I had a habit, I guess, and I think it's because my parents didn't change me in time, but I would take my poop, I was an artist, and I would throw it around, smear it on my crib, throw it around, or whatever. Listen, I don't remember, guys, so long ago. So the doctors told my parents that the only way to help me would be to tie my hands and to tie my feet. So for the first year or two of my childhood, they would tie my hands and feet together when I would go to sleep, okay? Producing within me tremendous amounts of humiliation and shame, horror. Horror at being seen, horror at doing my business, horror about my own creative juices, because the little baby thinks they're being pretty creative about everything that comes from their body, no matter which direction. And so when I did this process, and I do every process as well, when I did this process and I looked at shame, I realized that this shame, and here's the process, guys, this shame taught me and continues to teach me how to step beyond it, like go through that veil and that portal, to have compassion with others, because I understand what that's like to be so humiliated you can't show your face, and to be able to express who I am. So much of what I am here to do has been because of shame, because of humiliation, because my hands were tied, because my body was tied, because I was forced to hide in closets. Look, guys, I'm the same woman that flunked student teaching because I couldn't stand in front of a class of 7th graders with one adult watching me. So that's what it did. But what has it taught me? Now, years and years later, I'm on a program with you as a public speaker and an actress, teaching you that overcoming that shame, clearing it, letting it go, literally shifted my life to be able to pull a curtain to come here. You got that? You got that? If you understand that, say yes, okay? So whoa. And so Lorraine, I love you. I want to share this with you, okay? Hair in my mouth. Torture. Oh. And I want to feel in my body a lot of compassion for you as I even speak about this, okay? When we've been abused, because I was abused too, when we've been beaten, when we've been shamed, when we've been violated, so many lessons and challenges go with that. But part of it is that it's about us actually having to learn to overcome this so that we can do the work we came here to do. There's the process of forgiveness. There's the process of saying, because I hid in closets as a kid, because I was abused, all right, I am now no longer allowing that to control my life. I forgive my abuser. I forgive my parents. They didn't know. I love them. I understand that in the bigger picture, it was meant for me to learn how to truly be free, for me to learn how to use my voice and to step up. Each of those challenges that you are facing right now, my loves, are the tools that you need. You needed to learn the lessons and to become truly, authentically you. To be in this alignment of body, mind, and spirit. So how cool is that? All right, that we get to learn that. All right, taking a peek to see what's going on this broadcast. Whew. There it is. I love all of you. All right, I love all of you. And by the way, I'll post the link to the Facebook page. I have a new Facebook page. There's now 6 of us, called the Miracle Makers Club. It has taken me years to actually launch it again, because I'm telling you, when Heather found me in 2013 and she said, "Where is Miracle Maker Joan?" I think I wanted to die. All right. I could not believe it. And so the process of awakening can happen when we have help, when we have the right kinds of people working with us, when we're working in a collaborative program, when we structure our energies to get to where we're going. And so that's basically why people came to me. They said, "Joan, what are you doing? How are you doing this? How can we help? How can we shift our own life to launch miracles that way?" Fantastic PowerPoint, ladies and gentlemen. I love you all. Maybe I'll just post the PowerPoint when I'm done too. All right. So we have to learn to shift our vibrations to match the vibrations we wish to emanate. You want to channel angels and guides? Well, I have news for you guys. You got to channel and vibrate at a higher vibration to become that portal so they can come through you. Very exciting. Why? Because it gives us the opportunity to get it done, to do it, right? To make it happen. So when we identify our challenges and fears, the tortures, the problems from our childhood, then we can move forward. And there is another answer to your question, Lorraine. I am going to answer that, because you're not the only one on the show and on this broadcast and in my life that has to overcome being punished for who you are. Because how do you really live in a miracle world if every time you speak, you're told to shut up, or you're beaten, or you're forced to hide in a closet, or you're tied up, okay? It's not very encouraging. And yet I know many of you on this show, on this thing tonight, on this broadcast, have suffered extremeness. So we reboot. We reboot by letting go, and we reboot by something I learned a few years ago. So what I learned a few years ago brought me to my knees, guys. Brought me to my knees. I went to see a medium at the Conscious Life Expo, which happens in February in LAX. I'm always there. I introduce speakers. Of course, I'm a visionary's visionary. Okay. So what was I going to say? It was a really beautiful story. I'll come back to it as the visionary's visionary, because the story just completely left my head. All right. But that's okay. So I'm going to tell you what's happened since then. All right. This year, as I told you, in the beginning of the year, 2019, I'm set and ready to go. And I'm being hacked at the knees, okay? Anytime I stood up to do a show, literally, I'd go on Facebook and I'd see someone had hacked me. I couldn't even move forward. My password would be changed right before I'd do a show. So honestly, I went back. What's my fail-safe method? Hiding, tie myself up. Well, not literally, but figuratively. Okay, I remembered the vision and what happened. I'm in a class, a medium is giving it, and I'll never forget this. I'd never heard a medium before. And, sometimes spirits line up, talk to the medium. And the first spirit that came happened to have been the uncle of the videographer, the guy videoing. He says to her, and she's going, someone by the name of like maybe Ralph or Harry or something. And no one in the audience is moving. And you see this guy running the video, in the front on the computer, and he's like dying. You can see it. She looks at him, and he looks at her. And she starts describing this man again more deeply. Someone's here, and no one answers, and she looks at him again. He says to her, look, lady, I'm just here to run the video, okay? I don't even believe in this. And the next thing we know, of course, she brings him to tears. She brings him to tears because the uncle has a message that's so powerful, he goes to tears. So, of course, I raised my hand. I have spoken to psychics, but never to mediums. Raised my hand. And she says, oh, well, you want to know about your mother, right? And I said, well, no, I really want to know about my father, my mother and father. Can you tell me about them? She says, well, your mother's, well, she didn't say it quite like that. I said, can you tell me about my mother? She says, your mother's too busy hanging around with your father, running around. They're having a good time. And I stopped. In fact, I went into pain. I said, what are you talking about? My dad was a rageaholic. A rageaholic. Why would that mother of mine, who I adore, be with that man on the other side, right? I was like angry. And she said to me, she said, dear one, and since then, my guides have shown me the truth of this. When I do readings for people, I'm shown this all the time, especially if we've had a trauma related to a parent, a sibling, someone who was close to us. She said, listen, love, when you're in heaven, she said, first of all, there's nothing there to be angry about. So they're having a grand old time. What I learned after that was that we create soul families. We come in with soul families. And I learned privately that my father loved me so much because we'd been in soul families for a lifetime, soul tribes. This wasn't our first go out the gate, okay? In fact, I probably beat the crap out of him in some other lifetime. But it wasn't punitive or retribution in a sense. It was at this lifetime, for whatever karma I agreed to go through, that I said, this is going to be my last lifetime. I don't want to come back here. I want to be that change agent I came here. So help me do whatever I need to do to break free now. And they sent me that dad, okay? That dad who had me, forced me to hide in closet. That dad who was a rageaholic. That dad and mom who tied me up because they didn't know better. That dad who was doing his sole purpose by berating me, okay? Now, if that doesn't tear you in knots, I don't know what will. But how do we let go of these things? And working together in groups, working together doing these deep readings, in anchoring in why we're here to do, what I'll never forget a 14-year-old woman. She was like 23. She was 14 when she was on a motorcycle. Her dad was driving it. The motorcycle crashed. She had been in a wheelchair ever since. And she was not going to forgive her dad until we sat down, and through working together and working it out and actually itemizing this, and it took a process of time. It took really walking on a miracle pathway to get this lesson. She discovered that her dad had so loved her that he agreed to be the one that drove that motorcycle that caused her to be paralyzed even to this day. Why? Because her lesson in this life was freedom. Freedom. Freedom to walk her truth, stand up in her truth with or without the ability to stand, but to be standing in her truth always. And she got to thank her father this life. Okay? All right. So yes, the medium was at the Conscious Life Expo at the LAX Hilton. Conscious Life Expo is in February every year. February 2020 is going to be amazing and beyond. And yes. And so that is step 2. All right. Step 2, really learning what stands in my way and letting it go. All right. So what is the next step? What else do we need to do? Are you liking this? Is what I'm saying making sense? Say yes if it's making sense. And say yes if it's making sense to you. Say yes if you want to know step 3. All right. So it takes time, by the way. It takes time for this. The Miracle Pathway, the group that I run, takes several months to really start to each layer, letting go of what we do so we can start to understand our big picture, why we're here, why these challenges. Okay, step 3, magnificent PowerPoint. All right, let's see. How to raise your vibrational frequencies. Okay. Step 3, how to turn your visions into actions, going from the top down. So one of the processes I like to do, and we're going to do it right now. Imagine that I had a magic miracle wand, okay? In fact, I have them over there. I'm not going to run and get it. This is my magic wand. We'll use my hands as a magic wand. I know I can vitalize those. Good. Now, supposing your guardian angel was waving that magic wand and could say to you and manifest for you your dream, your vision, 100% right now, okay? What would it be? What would you want to see yourself living, being, doing? Because the next step is really the powerful one. It's the creative visualizations that we need to use to create it in the 3D, in the 5th dimensional realms. We're in the 3D. The 5th dimensional realms, here, right here, so that we can bring it down and move it through us, right? So if we're sitting up here on the top of the mountain, right here, right on top of the mountain, but we know we're here today, okay? But you want to be here, and this is where you're going to build your spiritual vision, right here. Your spiritual vision, the home you want, the freedom you want. Like, hey, the financial freedom you want for you and your husband, or the new business that people want, or the health, or the recovery of their well-being, or the sanctuary to be prosperous and to attract the right people. We start up here. So we create it. We create it in our vision. Maybe we have to draw it out. Maybe we have to paint it out. I like to use a triangle and see myself sitting right here. Now, it's kind of interesting because in the coaching programs that I do, I usually see my client on this mountaintop with me. And usually we're in an alcove, in a class of some kind, or on some kind of level where we're seeing new things. But we're always looking down at what we're creating down here. But we created first up here. Why? Because when we hold it in the spiritual levels, first, That's when we can bring it effectively down. That's when we can create and manifest the change. You understand that, right? You getting what I'm saying? Yes? No? Maybe? All right. Living, being, doing. Please send the PowerPoint. I can't send the PowerPoint yet. I'll post it. See, I'll figure out how to do all this, guys. I may end up just putting it on that group page because I'll figure it out. Okay? All right. Here we go. Now, so going back to how do we turn our vision into action, right? So with our magic wand, all right, we look down and we look at what were the things I did to get here. I held groups in my home. I had amazing healing events. I coached thousands of people. I took a trip to Bali to re-infuse my spiritual wellness. I launched my own physical vitality program. I aligned my body, mind, and spirit. I learned to turn on my miracle mastery switch. I used my miracle toolkit. Okay? So I did see that someone was asking if I was going to read cards. No, I'm really not going to read cards tonight because although I'm going to read a general card. And the general card is a message for all of us in our miracle mastery. All right? In our way to launch our dreams and our visions. And so I pulled some cards from a different deck before I began. And I said, what am I going to share with my friends tonight? And this is what they said to me. And this was the message for each and every one of you. Okay? You are birthing new consciousness, dear ones, inspired by your passion, mission, and purpose for life. I always like to add things to this. All right. This rebirth of consciousness will herald a time of great expectations. And do not delay. Do not delay. And this is the message that I was hearing when I was told to launch Awaken to Miracles once again. When I was told to launch my coaching program, my group program, my miracle pathway that teaches you how to align yourself, shift and step into your own miracle frequency so you can attract what you want. This is what they said, do not delay. Bring your gifts to the world. Take your vision from the top down and learn to manifest it now. Why is it important? They said to me, Joan, the world needs you. The world needs your clients. The world needs your loved ones. The world needs all of us light bearers. It is no longer the time for us to hide. No longer the time for us to just go, I can't do it. It's too hard. So what was this summer? July 6th. I'm still wondering, what is the message again? What is my message? Because that's my distraction, is lack of focus. And I was at a friend's house. Some of you may have heard the story. At a friend's house up in Nevada, under the day or two after the full moon, because it was July 6th. We just had an earthquake. Maybe it was that night, a second earthquake. The whole place shook. The world shook. And there were some UFOs above and some ships. And my friend says to me, my guide is up there. He's a praying mantis. And he helps me bring in the information. And I said, well, I need this total clarity. And I stood up and I talked to my guide. I said, look, I want help. I need help. And they always say, ask and you shall receive. I said, help me activate this mission, this purpose to heal and inspire millions of people. Oh, I didn't tell you that on July 1st, 6 days before that, I had one more reading. It was this time human design. It was a fluke. And I'm a manifesting generator. Lord knows what that is. And the guy says to me, who's doing this reading, he says, well, you want to know what your purpose is. And so I said, sure, knowing what my purpose is, right? He says, oh, he says, okay. He says, well, you're here to start a consciousness movement, a movement. Actually, he says, you're here to start a movement. My stomach tightened up. I went, oh, fuck. Excuse me. Oh, shit. He says, yeah. He says, you're here to start a consciousness movement. You are here to change consciousness. And you have not started that movement yet. You've tried. You've done little things here and there. But you are here to start a consciousness group. So this was July 1st. July 6th, I'm under this full moon, day or two after, two earthquakes, Earth is shifting, talking to a praying mantis being and a UFO up there. I said, I need to be activated now. And I sat down. Next thing I know, and one of my friends is on the line who was there, she could confirm she heard about it. She actually didn't see it. My other friend saw it. A bird 10 feet away starts cawing, this loud squawk across the valley. And suddenly there's an electric shock through my arm and light comes out through my fingers. And oh my God, I'm stunned. Electricity is coming out through my fingers. Light is coming like a shocks every finger. And my hands are on my stomach and my stomach is lit up. My friend Denise says, oh my God, Joan, your stomach is lit up. Didn't hurt. It was absolutely astounding. And I had, in fact, you could probably feel it from my fingers, right? I had vibration electric coming from this. And I have been in clarity or moving the doors away so I could see clearly since then. And so that is the reason that I came out tonight to say, let's awaken to miracles together, because that's what I do. That's why I launched my Miracle Makers Club. That's why I've written my books about miracles. That's why 60 some odd of you signed up, and I only actually announced it 2 days ago, because you need miracles too. And each of you has a mission and a purpose. So what am I offering to you? I don't know if any of you want to continue on this miracle pathway, but I will tell you something, that when I work with people, and I have an offer for you tonight, and it's a free offer, by the way. It's not going to cost you anything, but I'm working with people to help you have a miracle breakthrough. I'm literally offering you a free 20-minute breakthrough session that will help you clarify what is standing in your way of launching miracles in your life. And I have 8 openings, which I think is pretty good. So I am now, looking right here to send you, to the link where, if you are interested in booking a free session, a miracle breakthrough session, it's about 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute session. We do it face-to-face on Zoom, which works much better than this. And we look at, where is your energetic frequency right now? Where is your alignment in your body, mind, and spirit? How likely are you? Where are you on your miracle pathway? What tools do you need? What would you require to step in and awaken your miracles? And even more important, why would this be important for you? What gifts do you have to offer the world that you are not sharing yet? What are your talents? What are your skills? What do I need to know? Because honestly, guys, we need to create. We need to shift into an energy that can help you step into a miracle mastery position, so that you can raise your vibratory frequency for your transformation, so you could do just what I'm doing. Now, I don't mean hopping on Facebook and doing this necessarily. It might be just walking into Starbucks and being your amazing, brilliant, light carrying self. It could be just your touch or smile that changes someone else. But what is it about you? Because when you literally step into your own personal power, when you remember who you are, when you shift your vibratory frequency, you then step into a higher vibration, and people feel that. They want to know, what are you doing? Tell me. And then you can literally, I always want to turn around. I'm not going to. Yes, I am. Turn around, all right, and take them with you. And you share your teachings with them, your programs, those things in your heart. Like I have a dear friend on the line tonight who wants to start her own podcast and her own workshops and Facebook Lives. You too will have the courage and the confidence to become the miracle maker that you came here to do. So if you want to, if having a miracle breakthrough session to see where you're at, to really give you some tools to align you to really stepping into your personal power, launch your miracles, restore your belief. Because honestly, you know, I told you, I've had this vision that I'm here to heal and inspire millions of people since I was 30, okay? I've had glimpses of it ever since. But sometimes until we get that complete and total alignment, we don't actually have the wherewithal to launch and begin. So this miracle breakthrough session will literally give you the tools, and it'll help you know if you're fit for working intuitively with the work that I do, that we do, because I want to be upfront with you. I am creating not just a miracle breakthrough for myself and for everyone I know. I am in the process of creating mastermind so that each and every one of us can put our intentions out and have our dreams come true. Would you like that? Does that sound like the clarity and the insight that would give you the tools to cross that shaky bridge? Because I don't know about you, but I spent the winter on that shaky bridge again. And I've had these tools for years. I had to have someone come back at me, because honestly, if I can hide, I do. I had to have my own mentors come to me and say, look, Joan, we'll help you cross the bridge. We'll literally help take you by the hand over that scary, scary, scary shaking bridge. And if you're like my friend Kay, who's on the line, or myself, I cannot even drive up to Lake Arrowhead because that road's too scary. All right? Because I look down and I think I'm going to fall. I go on a bridge. I actually have to know exactly how many miles, and I count backwards, and I pray, and I chant my way through it. And so I had to have my own personal miracle-making team take me across the bridge to do this. And I want to help you. That's what I'm here to do. Now, I have for you guys, for just being here tonight, the miracle template, the daily miracle template. Eventbrite wouldn't let me link it. So, okay. That just reminded me, I actually know where I put it. Okay? The miracle template, that's not there. Okay, where is the miracle template? The free miracle template. Huh. Okay, well, I'll post that too. Okay, the free miracle template. Oh yeah, I had it up here, but the whole thing crashed. And, it's on my PowerPoint. Okay, all right. I hope you guys love me no matter what. Perfection is not what is called for, okay? No, it's not about perfection. This is really about you learning to line up and deciding whether or not you want to take your life to the next level. Now, where is the miracle template, which is free? Come on. No, that's not the miracle template. Okay, well, we're not going to share that with you either at this second, but I will share with you after. So I'll make sure you all have that. All right, so I want to leave you with a little prayer and a little energy meditation. All right. Well, not quite an energy meditation, but an energetic boost. All right. So in working with manifesting miracles, my loves, okay, and in working with a group field and a group energy, and I want to give you a taste of what my workshops are really about. Rub your hands together, okay? Rub them like this, just like this, okay? Put them all together, okay? Now, and of course, on this PowerPoint, which from this moment on Zoom, you'll always see, I had a beautiful globe. So you can't see the globe, but you can kind of see this bowl. So imagine that this bowl is planet Earth, right? And so I want us all together now, calling in right now, Mother, Father, God, we ask right now that we be filled, surrounded, and protected with the light. And we ask that we come together to create an energetic frequency of healing, love, and inspiration. We ask right now to fill our hearts and our souls with the energy of peace, love, harmony, and miracles. And so, guys, with both of your hands, first sending it out, know that coming through me, that when you send it through me, it is now being sent to each and every one of you. And each and every one of you now sending it to this, through me, through the planet. That we are sending a miracle wave, miracle activations to every sentient being living on planet Earth, asking to heal and harmonize their energy. And knowing that we are becoming magnets for miracles. So repeat after me. I am a magnet for miracles. Repeat after me. I am a magnet for miracles. I am a magnet for miracles. You are a magnet for miracles. All right. So I want to just summarize. I want you to remember something. You already are a miracle maker. You are on this program because you were called. I truly believe that. I mean, honestly, Hans, that 67 some odd people signed up to be here, whether or not you're all here, plus more that didn't sign up, that showed up, that so many of you jumped on the miracle bandwagon tells me that because of outside world circumstances, our best case scenario is if we become the miracle maker, if we hold that focus. And so I'm asking you guys, any of you that want to join with me, align with me, become the miracle maker that you are, certainly sign up for the free miracle breakthrough session. Find out if you're a fit to work on a mastery program. Launch your miracles, become the miracle master that you are. What do you say? Are you game? Are you ready? Are you ready? That's the miracle. Because some of you are ready. I know that. You would not be here if you were. So, I'm so happy to see so many of you. I'm so honored that so many that I love, new and old faces, entrusted me with your spirit today. And I just look forward to serving you in any way I can. So hop on the Miracle Makers Club Facebook page, sign up. It's a secret group or a closed group, so I have to let you in. But come on in, let's play. Let's look at what our miracle mastery is. And don't forget, I opened up 8 spots on the breakthroughs, and they are free. So first come, first serve, and let's go for it. All right. Any questions? Let's see. I'm going to look right now, hopefully. And I noticed something, and I will apologize. There's over 200 comments, and I know almost 300 comments. Uh-oh, happened again. And I have not seen half of the comments. So you are going to have to apologize. I don't even know if I can say end the broadcast. Okay. So I love you. I really appreciate all of you. I'm going to look for your comments. Don't forget, go to my Facebook page, book, sign up, and I have 2 things I'm going to share with you. The miracle template, whatever the things that I said, I know where they are. I will make sure you have them, okay? And so it is. I love you. Let me know what you think and your feedback, and I look forward to more miracles, more love, and just really becoming a miracle manifesting team. And so it is. Let's shift this planet into the frequency of miracles. So